Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and this is video number 12 of binary search playlist. Topic for today is lead code number 162, find peak element. So let's just get started. So let's read the problem statement first. So you're given a zero index array nums, and you want to find the peak element and return its index. If the array contains multiple peaks, return index to any of the peak. So we are allowed to return any of the peak index. You can imagine nums of -1 and nums of n as minus infinity. So if we have the array between these range, so the left side would be minus infinity and the right side would always be minus infinity. That is what the question is saying. And we want to write the algorithm that runs in log n time. So when you think of log n, the only algorithm that comes to mind is binary search. So let's compare this question. Let's compare Leetcode 852 and Leetcode 162 for a while. So the Leetcode 852 said that we want to find the peak index in mountain array. So and the array is bitonically sorted. Okay, so this was the array. Bitonically means the array was increasing first and then decreasing, and this is the only possibility in Leetcode 852. But if we compare that with Leetcode 162, that the current question, we just want to find the peak element. Okay, and there can be many peak elements. So in this case, this 2 is the peak element. This 2 is one of the peak element. Then we have 4 as the peak element. Okay, so after 3 we have 4, then down. So minus infinity, then 2, then 1. Okay, so there are 2 peak elements. So in this question, we want to find the maximum. What is the peak in the mountain array? What is the highest peak we want to find? But in this question, we want to find the peak element, and there can be multiple peaks, so we can return any one of them. And one interesting fact is, on the left of the array we have minus infinity, on the right as well we have minus infinity on Leetcode 162. So let's just go to the question now. Let's understand Leetcode 162 now. Okay, so let's understand, what if we have one element. In that case, what is the peak? The peak is the 0th element, 0th index itself. So the answer is going to be 0. What about two elements? Let's say 1 and 8 we have. So in this case, whichever number is the higher, that index you are going to return as the peak. So let's say you have 0 and 1. 8 is larger. So I'm going to compare array of 0. Is it greater than array of 1? If it is true, then I'm going to return 0 as the answer. Otherwise, I'm going to return 1 as the answer, or 1 as the answer. Okay. So what about when we have 3 elements? In this case, 1, 8, and suppose I have 2. In this case, we can apply binary search. So I've given an array that is completely unsorted. So it might be 8, 4, 2, 1, 9, something like this. And we want to find the peak element. What is the peak element? Peak element is the element whose left side is smaller and whose right side is smaller. Okay, so this 8 is a peak element, since on the left we have minus infinity, on the right we also have minus infinity. So that tells you that this element is a peak element. Okay, and if we take a look at this is not a peak element since left side is greater. This is also not a peak element since 4 is greater. This is also not a peak element since 2 is greater. But this can be a peak element because on the left we have we have 1, on the right we have minus infinity. So they both are smaller than 9. Okay, so in this array we have 2 peak elements. One is 8 and the other is 9. Okay, so how can we solve this question? So let's say 8, 4, 1, 2, 3, 9. So this is the question, right? So let me do binary search, and I'm going to refer question number 852, Leetcode 152 for this. So it is almost similar to that question. I'm going to calculate mid. What is my mid? My mid is going to be s plus e by 2. So what is my mid? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've set the index. I'll calculate mid. What is my mid? 0 plus 5 by 2. The answer is going to be 2. So this is where the mid is pointing. So this is where the mid plus 1 will point. Okay. in Leetcode 852, the array was bitonically sorted, I said, right? It was increasing and then decreasing. So we exactly knew that we can find the mountain peak. But in this question, the array is completely unsorted. So whenever we compare the mid and mid plus one and I take a decision in this question, so that means we are taking a guess in this question. Okay, we are not completely sure the answer might exist, but we are taking a guess that answer might lie on the left or on the right. Okay, so we only need to find one peak element, so this approach also works. So let's say I compare array of mid with mid plus 1. Is array of mid less than array of mid plus 1? The answer is yes. In this case, I'm going to say that the peak element will not lie on the left. Okay, but even though peak element lies on the left, that the 8 itself is a peak element. Okay, but if this is true, then there is a guarantee that there will be a peak element on the right. Okay, so 9 itself can be a peak element. So we are just taking a guess that peak is not on the left, but it can lie on the right. So I'm going to discard the left side. I'm going to remove the left side and I'm going to take the S pointer and move to mid plus 1. So this is where the S will point. Okay, so it will go to mid plus 1. This is where the new S will point. Now I'll calculate mid again. What is my mid? S plus E by 2. The answer is going to be 3 plus 5 by 2. It is going to be 4. So this is where the mid is pointing. This is where the mid is pointing, and this is where the mid plus 1 is. Okay. So I'm going to again ask the same question. Is 3 less than 9? Is 3 less than 9? The answer is yes. In that case, I'm going to do S is equal to mid plus 1. So I'm going to take the S pointer and move to mid plus 1 again. So this is where the S will point. Okay. And it will discard the left side again. So once we have the starting index and ending index pointing at same element, then we are going to stop the iteration. Okay. So what if this is not true? What if this was not true? Then what do we write in the else part? Okay. So let's take another example for this. Let's say I have element as 2, 4, 1, 9. Okay. So 2, 4, 1, 9 is my elements. I've taken S and E. I'll calculate mid. Let me calculate mid. S plus E by 2. It is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 plus 3 by 2. The answer is going to be 1. So this is where the mid is pointing. So what is mid plus 1? This is where the mid plus 1 is. I'm going to do a simple comparison again. Is array of M less than array of M plus 1? That is mid less than mid plus 1? The answer is no. So at this point, we are taking a guess that peak element might be lying on the left side, not on the right side. Peak will not lie on the right side. Okay. If this is larger element than this, then we are taking a guess that peak will not lie on the right side. Okay, so I'm going to take the end pointer and move to mid. And we are going to exclude this part. So end is equal to mid. Okay, then I'm going to calculate mid again. So it's going to be S plus E by 2. The answer is going to be 0 plus 1 by 2. It's going to be 1. It is going to be 0. So this is where the mid is pointing now. Mid, and this is where the mid plus 1 is. Okay. I'm going to again ask the question, is array of mid less than array of mid plus 1? The answer is yes, since 2 is less than 4. So I'm going to take the S pointer and move to mid plus 1. So this is where the S pointer is pointing. And I'm going to move it to mid plus 1. So this is where the S pointer will point. And I'll eliminate the left side. Okay. So after that, my S pointer and my E pointer is pointing at the same element. Okay. Then binary search will stop. And I'll return whatever is the S index, I'll return that as the answer. Okay. So in this case, we have found the peak successfully, that left side is 2 and the right side is 1. So the 4 is the peak element. There can be multiple peaks, but we can ignore that fact. So let's understand this question even further. So I have first example, that is 3032, and the next example I have is 3034. So let's set the starting index and ending indexes. So this is where the S is, this is where the ending index is, start and end. We calculate mid for both scenarios since they have same length. Mid is going to be 0 plus 3 by 2. The answer is going to be 1. So this is where the mid is pointing. This will be mid plus 1. This is where the mid is pointing. This is where the mid plus 1 will be. I'm going to ask the same condition. Is my array of mid less than array of mid plus 1? Okay, is whatever is at array of mid, is it less than mid plus 1? The answer is yes in this case. Okay, the answer is yes in this case as well. So I'm going to say if array of mid is less than array of mid plus 1, I'm going to blindly eliminate the left side. Okay, I'm going to say this can never be my peak index. Okay, so on the left my peak index will never lie, so I'm going to take the S pointer and move it to mid plus 1. So S is equal to mid plus 1. On this case as well, I'm going to do the same. Array of mid less than array of mid plus 1. So in this case, S is equal to mid plus 1. So I'm going to take the left side, eliminate it. This is where the starting index will be. Okay, now the interesting thing comes. So now I'm going to calculate mid again. Mid is equal to 0. It's going to be 2 plus 3 by 2. The answer is going to be 2. So this is where the mid is pointing. So let me remove this out. This is where the S is. Now this is where the mid is pointing now. And this is where the mid plus 1 is pointing. Okay, same goes for this as well. So let me erase. This is where the starting index is, this is where the mid is, and this is where the mid plus 1 is. I'm going to do the same check again. Is array of mid less than array of mid plus 1? The answer is yes. Okay. For this case, the answer is yes. That is 3 less than 4? The answer is yes. For this case, is 3 less than 2? The answer is no. Okay. In this case, I'm going to say, I'm going to move the ending index to mid in this case. Since the left side is greater than right, so right on the right side peak will never exist. Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to remove this out, and I'm going to move the ending index right here. On the right example, we have 3 that is less than 4. 3 is less than 4. 3 is less than 4. So in this case, I'm going to say S is equal to mid plus 1. So the S pointer will move to mid plus 1. So this is where the S will point and the left side will be eliminated. Okay. When the starting index and ending index reach the same element, we are going to stop the binary search, and whatever is at the starting index, we are going to return that as the answer. Okay. In this case, we stopped at index number 2, so we are going to return 2 as the answer. So 2 might be the possible answer. In this case, we stopped at 3, so we are going to return 4 as the answer. Okay, so in this case, we are actually correct, since after 0 we have 3, then we have 2. So this is a peak element, 3 is a peak element. In this case also we are correct. That is, after 3 we are at 4, and after 4 we have minus infinity. So this is also correct. Okay, so we are always guaranteed to find mid in this scenario. Even if we apply binary search on unsorted array, we are still able to find the answer. So we have solved this question, and let's just do the coding part of this now and finish this question off. Let's say the int s is equal to 0, int e is equal to nums dot size minus 1, and I can store n as nums dot size right here and reuse it later. Okay, what if we have only one element? Then we're going to return the 0th index as the answer. If we have two elements, in that case, whichever is the peak, I'm going to return that. Return 0, let's return 1. So at this point, we will always have more than 2 elements. Okay, so let's understand. Let's take this example. So this is where the minus infinity will be. This is where the minus infinity is again. So we have 0, 1, 2, and then this is minus infinity. So I'm going to check if this element is the peak element. How we can compare? We can compare minus infinity and 2. So if minus int max is greater than, okay, is less than nums of 0, and nums of 0 is greater than nums of 1, then I'm going to return the same index as the answer, that is the 0th index as the answer. Okay, so is 0th element my peak, is last element my peak? If, how will we know if the last element is peak? So let's say this is where the n is lying, so this is where the n minus 1 will be, this is where n minus 2 will be. Okay, so this is where the n is, n minus 1, n minus 2. So if n minus 2, whatever is at the n minus 2, that is nums of n minus 2, is smaller than nums of n minus 1, and nums of n minus 1 is greater than nums of greater than int max, the negative int max, then I'm going to return n minus 1 as the answer. We have covered the 0th element scenario, last element scenario. Now we are going to do binary search. Well, s is less than e, int s is equal to mid plus int mid is equal to s plus e minus s by 2 if array of, if nums of mid is less than nums of mid plus 1. Take a guess. Yes, mid is not at left. So we are saying that we are taking a guess. Mid will never lie on the left. So otherwise, s is equal to mid. Okay, I'm going to return s as the answer. So this right here, this code is very similar to Leetcode number 852. So let's just run this code out. Yeah, so it works on accepts most of them, and yeah, we are also getting correct correct index as the answer, because if you solve this without, I believe, this, then we will get incorrect answer. Just run this. Yeah, so in this case it is saying output 2, expected 0. So this code is actually valuable in that scenario. So let's submit it out. Yeah, so it beats 100%, passes all test cases. So that is it for the video. If you like, kindly subscribe and share. Bye.